You all are constantly innovating and providing new features in ways that in some sense we can't catch up with. Without Hex, things would be pretty archaic at Reddit. We don't have the ability to do a lot of rich analytical experiences without Hex. We see ourselves as the stewards of the data at Reddit, making sure that we can utilize it most effectively to drive the business and make the experience the best possible for users and advertisers. So there's a big question and a big pain point we had around governance and around how we can have a system that allowed us to do individual analyses, but then expand this to the rest of Reddit internally in these cases. We had to essentially have, okay, here's the dashboard you go to for top level. Here's a different dashboard you go to if you want to go deeper. And then you had to, by hook or crook, link those together in ways that just never really worked out. And so as a result, people would just copy paste and focus on those. One of the deciding factors of going with Hex was really around making sure that we could build these comprehensive experiences. Previously in our old system, we would need 5 or 10 different dashboards to make one thing in Hex. And so the ability to control the workflow and having simple aspects like tabs to really provide an organized, structured information really allowed us to provide the data journey we wanted to in Hex, as opposed with our previous system.
We have this thing called the revenue report, which goes out to all of our execs. Earlier, it was non-interactive, pretty static report that used to go out, and the concern the team had was we're not able to slice and dice it. We do not know if I want to kind of look at US revenue versus rest of the world, how do I do that? And so the team underwent and did a lot of analysis and found that, okay, Hex can actually address a lot of these concerns. And so we rebuilt the ETL, and now the report is on Hex. We are able to do trends, we are able to do drop downs, we are able to do a lot of mathematical calculations within, and Hex is fairly easy for data scientists to ramp up on compared to some of the other alternatives we have. So we also want our XFNs to be able to self-serve, and without the ability to explore, a lot of that falls on the data scientists to go do manually.
I've found that Hex, more than any other tool that I've used in the last 11 years, really understands the workflow of a data scientist. I use Hex for everything in my day-to-day, and that's really the short of it. I use it for modeling. If I need to run a quick ad hoc analysis and someone has a quick 5-minute question, Hex is my go-to to create visualizations that I'll put into presentations for my stakeholders at all levels, whether it's product managers or directors or even executives.
I want to make sure that everyone at Reddit can answer the questions that they want to answer. And so I want to get away from the habit of thinking that we know what questions we want and what questions we want to answer. And I want to make sure that we spend more time being able to effectively explore all of the activity that's happening at Reddit and empower people to understand on their own, not via data scientists, but via the tools that data scientists build. I want to make sure that everyone at Reddit can answer the questions that they want to answer.